I want to talk to you about single member LLC business credit cards for fair credit this year. So let's have a conversation about that. I want to share with you 5 or 6 business credit cards that you might want to consider if you are a single member LLC and you're looking for a fair credit business credit card. So here are the top cards I want you to pay attention to. Number one, I want you to go for Ramp business credit card. So Ramp is kind of cool in the sense that whether you have bad credit, fair credit, or even good credit for that matter, you can still qualify because the Ramp is actually a different type of business credit card. It's not your traditional business credit card. It's more of a corporate charge card. So whatever you actually charge during the month, you have to pay in full at the end of the month. Okay, so there is no revolving line of credit here. But the cool thing is that if you have bad credit and you are a single member LLC, you can qualify for Ramp real fast. So this is actually one of the easiest, fastest ways to actually manage expenses for a single member LLC. In other words, if you are a one-person business, a sole proprietorship, or this kind of setup, you want to go with Ramp. And the cool thing about Ramp is that there is actually no personal credit checks or even founder guarantee. So there's no PG required. There's no personal guarantee, which is really great because if you are a single member LLC, you want to worry about running your business. You do not want to worry about actually pledging a personal guarantee on the credit side. So actually, so if you have fair credit, you'll get Ramp real fast. And with Ramp, you have a business credit card with customizable spending controls for your single member LLC. You have cashback rewards on purchases. You have unlimited free physical and virtual employee cards. Because see, the thing is, you can be a single member LLC, but still have employees. Being a single member LLC doesn't mean you are a one-person business. Sometimes it means you are a one-person business, but it can also mean that you are a single owner here. Okay, and so, but the only thing is with Ramp, you need to have a little bit of cash actually. So you must have 25,000 in a business bank account to actually qualify. So 25,000. Not a lot of single member LLCs have that. So if you're looking for the best of single member LLC business credit cards for fair credit, besides Ramp, I want you to think about Bill. So Bill Divi. Actually, the thing about Bill Divi is that basically Divi actually it used to be Divi, and then they merged between Bill. There was a merger between Bill and Divi. So I want you to think about the Bill Divi corporate card. It's a great card if you are a single member LLC and you're looking for a business credit card for fair credit. Okay, and Bill Divi is actually really great for low capital requirements. So the cool thing is you have a corporate card available to register the businesses with EIN and U.S. business bank account. So if you are a single member LLC business in the States, you have to be registered. Okay, you can't just say, I'm a single member LLC, but you got to really be registered legally in your state. And you also have to have a U.S. business bank account. You got to have a U.S. business bank account to qualify for this business credit card. And the cool thing about the Bill Divi corporate card is that it comes with expense management software. Okay, you also have points-based rewards with bonus points on eligible purchases. That's really good. And even the thing about this card is that you don't have a hard pull. So even if you have bad credit, you could still qualify. Why? Because this card requires only a soft credit check, so it will not temporarily affect your credit score. Okay, so that's really great. And also, you do have a lower capital requirements of $20,000. So not $25,000 as Ramp requires, but $20,000. And the card has no annual fee, and also no minimum credit score requirements. Okay, so that's really good. So overall, when you think about Bill, actually, I want you to really understand that this is actually besides being a single member LLC business credit card, it's actually a larger platform. It's actually an AR automation software platform that allows you to really get a lot of things done, not just on the business credit side, but you also want to really manage your accounts receivable and accounts payable also. If you think about single member LLC business credit cards for fair credit, I want you to think about Brex. The Brex card. And the Brex card has been around for a while now, a couple of years. I mean, nearly maybe 10 years, okay? And so if you're looking for a single member LLC business credit card for fair credit, and you're looking for a points-based rewards business credit card, think about Brex. So here again, you have a corporate card designed for venture-backed startups or even mid-market companies. And the cool thing about the Brex card is that the card actually functions as a charge card, requiring daily or monthly balance payments with no option to carry balance from month to month. So there is no revolving line of credit possibility here. Okay, and you also have a points-based reward system with different rewards rates based on the purchase category. So something to really think about. And also with Brex, you have an expense management set of features as well as MasterCard benefits, okay? And but the cool thing about this Brex card is that there is no personal guarantee, so that you don't have to worry about a PG or whatever, no. And there is also there's no credit check required for eligibility. You have flexible rewards system with up to 7x points on qualifying purchases. No annual foreign transaction or account fees. That's really important to think about. And you also have unlimited physical and virtual cards to actually account for, okay? And the only thing is that with Brex, you gotta be incorporated. Make sure that if you are a single member LLC, that you do have your registration with your state authorities, okay? That shows that you are a legit single member LLC. Because Brex is not going to consider you if you don't have a certificate of good standing, because they are going to check with the state authorities to make sure that you are in good standing. Your single member LLC is in good standing, okay? And also just make sure that you are comfortable with paying your balance daily or weekly. Brex is not going to allow you to carry a balance until even the end of the month to actually see, okay? If you're looking for a single member LLC business credit cards for fair credit, I want you to think about Capital on Tap business credit card. And Capital on Tap is pretty interesting in the sense that it is actually a business credit card that actually covers a wide range of features, a wide range of operational work streams, if you will, okay? But this card is great for straightforward rewards. So this is a business credit card that's designed specifically for small businesses, including single member LLCs. It offers a 1% cashback rewards on purchases. So if you're interested in that aspect of things, you will love Capital on Tap. I actually covered Capital on Tap on another video where I did a review of the card itself, okay? And you have unlimited free employee cards with custom spending control. So if you are a single member LLC with employees, you want to think about Capital on Tap. So Capital on Tap, unlike Brex, Bill DV, or Ramp, is actually a business credit card. So that allows you to have a revolving line of credit. In other words, you don't have to pay your balance in full every single month. You are allowed to actually carry or to roll over, if you will, roll over balances from one month to another. The APR here goes from 18% to 36%. There is no annual fee on this card, okay? No foreign transaction fees, no ATM fees. That's really cool. And this card actually requires only a soft credit check and a FICO score that starts at 600 and goes all the way to a 670, okay? So that's something to really think about. But just please be aware that if you carry a balance, you have to face the very high APR that Capital on Tap has, right? 18% to 36%. And there are cases where Capital on Tap might require you to have a personal guarantee. So this is something to really account for, especially if you are thinking about using Capital on Tap for a long time. Then you want to account for this PG side of things, okay? But cool thing is you are able to earn unlimited 1.5% cashback on all purchases, with the option to earn up to a 2% cashback if you enroll in weekly autopay. You'll also get free employee cards with built-in spend controls, and you can connect the card to your accounting software, whether it is QuickBooks or whatever. Okay, so that's really good. Next, if you're looking for a single member LLC business credit card for fair credit, I want you to consider this year Capital One Spark 1% Classic. So this is actually one of the best business credit cards in its category that Capital One has issued for the last 10 years. Okay, so this card is great for credit beginners, especially on the business side of things. So if you are a single member LLC and you're trying to really build credit, you're trying to improve your business credit, think about this card. And so this card is designed for small business owners with a fair credit or a limited credit history. And the card actually is not really big when it comes to benefits. So don't expect this card to actually shower you with benefits. No, the card is great. I mean, the card has a 1% cashback rewards on purchases, which is not really that bad. But hey, listen, you can find better elsewhere. You have free employee cards and fraud liability protection. And the card actually offers the ability to choose your own payment due date. That's really good. The APR is kind of high though. You're looking at a maximum of 30%, which is really high. Okay, so that's the kind of APR that you do not want to really carry a balance on, because yeah, I mean 30%, that's really high. There are no intro offers, and remember that the cashback rewards are slightly lower than the average. So this card is actually great for you if you are trying to build credit. Okay, just use the card responsibly so you can build credit real fast. That's really good. So as the name suggests, the Spark 1% Classic offers a 1% cashback on every purchase. You'll also get free employee cards, fraud protection, and year-end spending summaries, which can be valuable for financial reporting and projections, especially if you are trying to file your taxes, like your 1065 or your 1120S or 1120. If you're looking for a single member LLC business credit card for fair credit, I want you to think about a secured credit card. I mean, a secured business credit card. And this is the Bank of America Business Advantage Unlimited Cash Rewards Secured Credit Card. I mean, so this means what? It is a secured credit card, which means you are basically accessing the limits that you have put down yourself, right? But the cool thing is that this card allows you to build business credit, but also personal credit for that matter. You are building simultaneously both types of credit, okay? So you have a secured business credit card designed to help you build credit. And so now it requires a refundable security deposit, which really acts as your line of credit, at least at the beginning. Maybe after 6 months or 9 months, Bank of America, at its own discretion, may actually choose to upgrade you from a secured business credit card to an unsecured business credit card. So this is something to really consider. This card actually calls for a soft credit check, so there will be a soft pull on your credit, okay? But the card actually is great in the sense that it offers unlimited 1.5% cashback rewards on purchases. So that's really good from a flexibility point of view. So that's really fantastic. And the APR is kind of high though. Don't play with this card by carrying balances for too long, because the card will charge you 28%. So this is a pretty high APR. But the cool thing is that with this card overall, you have flexible cashback redemption options. You have the ability to have a no annual fee card, right? There are no annual fee. And you have the opportunity, as I said earlier, to upgrade to an unsecured credit card. So that's really cool. You do have a high APR, but you also have a 4% on balance transfer fees. If you were to transfer balances, that's pretty high. And you also have limited spend management features when it comes to with this card. So if you're a single member LLC and you're looking for spend management features, this card is not going to give it to you. And also it requires a minimum security deposit of $1,000. So something to really account for. So I just shared with you our top 6 single-member LLC business credit cards for a fair credit. Let me give you a few facts before I close to this conversation. So when I speak about a fair credit score, what am I speaking about? I'm speaking about 580 all the way to 669. So that's really what's considered actually, and this is on the FICO range, okay, 580 to 669. But if you were to go to Vantage score, you're looking at 601 to 660. So that's really what I want you to think about. Personal credit score, not that, because the notion of fair credit on the business side of things is not really is not existent. So fair credit score on the personal side of things. So if you have a fair credit score, you're typically considered subprime borrower. Okay, you might have some late payments or major debts in your credit history, and you might be new to the credit game and or simply have limited information to offer lenders. But you can still qualify for a business credit card with fair credit. It's just you saw earlier that the list of options is kind of limited. Okay, you're not going to have the Chase the very nice Chase or Bank of America business credit cards. They're actually available for you if you have fair credit and you are also a single member LLC. Now, one thing for sure, if you use your card responsibly and you are also beefing up your cash inflows, in other words, if your cash position overall is interesting, you could actually qualify for a better card. And what you want to do also is that you want to really apply at the same bank where you have a relationship. Don't, like, for instance, don't be with Chase and don't try to go to Bank of America to apply for a business credit card there. You want to stay where they know you. You want to stay where you already have the relationship, and you want to parlay that relationship to get your business credit card, okay? And one thing I want to say also is that if you are trying to get a single member LLC business credit card for fair credit, you can also try your credit union. So instead of going to Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, or Citi, or even PNC, Truist, or US Bank, or even Key Bank, or Fifth Third, or Huntington Bank, you want to go to a credit union such as a Navy Fed, or Penn Fed, or Connexus, or Consumers Credit Union, and try to see if you can probably have a better offer there. Credit unions are usually known for good offers, especially when it comes to let's say when it comes to the APR, but also when it comes to the credit limit. So in conclusion to this conversation, I'll talk to you about the single member LLC business credit cards for fair credit. I spoke to you about the top cards and then the facts and finally the conclusion. Top cards include Ramp, Bill, Divvy, Brex, Capital on Tap, Capital One, and Bank of America. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.